I believe it was yesterday, I put up a video on my main channel, Washita Mountain Living. And it was named YouTubers I Watch. And it's basically 12 channels that are some of them, either my favorite, some of my favorite channels or new channels that I find interesting and I think you might like. And I didn't get to list everybody, so hey, got 2 channels. That video seemed pretty popular, so I figure, well, let's go ahead and name a few on this channel. And I will put links in the description to every one of these channels. Be sure to check them out if you haven't already. If you already watch them, you don't need to comment that you do. If you don't like their channel, you don't really need to comment on that either. I'm just trying to share these channels, and I try to pick the ones that are smaller. There's a few that are bigger, but I'm not going to name channels that have 5 million subscribers like I did in yesterday's video. But I'm picking some channels that have good quality and that are interesting. So number 1, now a lot of these people on this list are young people. Yeah, I'm trying to give them shout outs here because I enjoy seeing what they're doing. First one on that list is a channel called Rustic Grit, fairly new channel. This young man, he's probably in his 20s. He couldn't be no more than 24, 25. I don't know if he inherited, is that a word? Inherited. Why can't I say inherited? Inherited. I imagine he did. His great-grandmother's, either his great-grandmother's or great-great-grandmother's home. Over 100 years old. And it's in need of some serious work. It has some acreage, but it's pretty cool. And he is dedicated his channel to restoring this cabin. Check him out. He speaks clearly, like he's, he paid attention. He doesn't seem to be one of them kids where his eyes are on the phone all day. He just, and his videos aren't too terribly long. I know some people don't like long videos. Check him out. I don't know his name. If you're watching, comment. But I will leave a link to him in the comments or in the description. Rustic Grit. Now another one, very similar, but this man is 31 years old. Don't remember his name either. These are fairly new channels. Give an old man a break, will you? Over there on the blue love seat, shaking your head at me. Come on, am I supposed to remember everything? I watch a lot of channels. The name of this channel is Garage to Home. Now he's doing something pretty unique, and I believe he's up somewhere in New Jersey. What he's done is he bought a mechanic's garage. 3-car garage bay with the lifts and all that in there. I imagine he got it for a pretty good price. But it's also in a residential. It's also in an area zoned for residential. So he's turned it into a home. And he's done quite a bit so far. He's tore down walls. Last one I seen, he was putting insulation. It's just an old, if you ever take your car to mechanic, basic brick walls. There ain't much to those buildings. He's turned it into a home. He's put up a fence. He's moved a shipping container. Minimal experience. Well, those are the channels I like, watching these young people that are learning for the first time, doing things they've never done, and he's doing a good job. So go check him out for sure. Garage to Home, and again, link in the description. Now another channel, I've been watching these 2 for a couple of years, called Herb-O-Matic. And I would say he's 40, she's a little younger, pregnant. But they had a place in Phoenix, and when their videos started, they had discovered a bomb shelter. A great big bomb shelter on their property in Phoenix. And I believe he owned a vending company, snacks and things like that. Well, they sold everything and bought a air ranch in the middle of the desert. And I mean deep in the desert. It has runways and it's out there. Totally off-grid. It's got great big air hangars and storage containers, and everything was left. The previous owner had passed away. The last episode, the well quit working. They had to have water brought in. So check them out for sure. Very humorous. It's kind of a strange kind of humor. Different. It's different. When I'm telling you this channel's different, it's different. But this man is very, very intelligent. He can build anything. He can fix anything from what I saw. He built an elevator in this bomb shelter out of stuff that he picked up. He's pretty amazing. The humor is a little off the wall. Yep. But check him out. That's called Herb-O-Matic. If you can't understand how I'm telling you, that will be in the description with the link. Tell them, tell them Dogman sent you. Tell all these people Dogman sent you. The next one, fairly new channel. I think they're maybe 20 episodes in. It's called 80 Nevada. Nevada, whichever part of the country you're from and however you say it. I call it Nevada. Okay? You in the blue couch, making the smirk, shaking your head. I'm going to do something about you, I'm telling you. They also bought a place in the desert. Bought this very expensive motorhome, pulled a travel trailer, pulled it in. Relentless winds, constantly. I don't know why anybody would want to live in the desert like that, but they're doing it. And right now they're spending a lot of time decorating, it seems. But they're getting there. They're making things work. They drilled a well. That cost a fortune. And they're pretty transparent about what they're spending, what they're doing. So if anybody's getting any ideas about moving to the desert, I highly recommend you check out 80, the number 80, Nevada. A link will be in the description. I got to say that to you every time. The links, they're all going to be in the description, okay? Tilly, I'll tell you what. That blue love seat person. All right, and these channels are unique. I'm giving them to you. They're unique. This one's called Brick and Soul, and I believe I wrote this down, S-O-L-E. Did they misspell their title, or did I misspell it writing it down? I hope I misspelled it. Soul. Oh, I see what they did here. So what he did, he purchased the Buster Brown shoe factory. And it had been sitting vacant. Well, I wouldn't say vacant, but it had been sitting for many, many years, filled with a junk collector's collection. Every floor, every room filled with junk. Some things are pretty cool that they're finding. They're going room by room by room, restoring this old building. I guess his plans are to make it some sort of a, I don't know, party center, something like that. Sections of it have different things. It's going to take them forever, I'm going to tell you. That is somewhere in Illinois. But it's a pretty good channel. And this guy lives in Poland. He's an American, but he lives in Poland. Like every month he flies here and they work on this building. Then he has the community, his subscribers, if they want to come in, a volunteer day, and they clean things up and they take things to the dump. And it was a shoe factory, Buster Brown. Check that out. I'll leave I'm not telling you no more. You know where the link will be, okay? Guys are going to be difficult today. I just knew it. I knew it. This next one, pretty close to me. In fact, three or 4 miles from me. And they should have more recognition than they get. And they're the ones I call when I need help. And they call me when they need help. That is Ivy's Family Factotum. That is Gladys and Anson, and they have some children, and they bought a property like I did that was run down, abandoned, They burned the house down, and they brought in a, what do you call them, manufactured home. You know, they're doing all the homesteading things. He's real good at building things. He does blacksmith work. He put up a cool gate on his property. I've been out there many times, and you know, they're struggling. They're struggling to get going, and it happens that way on YouTube sometimes. I struggled and struggled, and then one day it happens. So they're just waiting for that. But definitely go check out the Ivies, and tell them Dogman sent you. That way, they'll owe me a favor, see? That's how we work. Yep. No, they won't. And another one I personally know. Personally know these people, have met them. I have not been to their place because, well, they live too far. I got dogs and stuff. And that is It's All Grady. Yep. A man named Murdoch and a woman named Darnella. Now, they live up in the Ozarks, and that's not their real names, but it's an inside joke between me, Murdoch, and Danella. It's actually Marcel and Denise, but don't tell them I said their real names. Oh, they call me Mark. Anyway, they bought, I don't know, it was like an abandoned village. I'm kidding, I ain't kidding you. It's a property, I think 25 acres. But it had like a whole tribe of people on there and different buildings, and they've tore some down, and him and her and him and her, are building their own home by hand. They are building a basement, and I don't know if this thing's 2 stories, 5 stories, whatever, it's big. And they've been working on it a while, but they're doing it. So go check them out, and you know, it's pretty interesting to see somebody, and they came here from Denver, and I lived in Denver, so I know why they left. Denver was pretty decent when I lived there back in the 90s, and I think I left in 2000, but it isn't anymore. Denver is not like it was. There are places I used to walk that you could no longer walk. So they had enough. They came out here. You know the story, people leaving places. They're one of those stories. So go check out the Grady's. It's All Grady. Another one. And I don't think I've met Bill. I don't think I've met him. He's been here. I had the opportunity to, probably. My Alaska. Now, Bill lives up in Alaska, and I have missed his last few videos, and I believe he was moving from his cabin that he had. I think he had 2 cabins. I don't know. But anyway, he is doing the off-grid thing in Alaska. He comes here once a year, I think, to do the meetups and stuff. I don't do meetups, so I don't see him. Maybe next time you come, Bill, you can stop by here, okay? Because, you know, I don't do the meetups. All y'all do is read tickets and give away prizes the whole darn meetup. That don't look fun to me. 25, 62, oh, you won the knitted pot holders. I ain't doing it. So my Alaska. And here's one. He is in Georgia. If you're into gardening, his name is Stacy, and the channel name is Life as Hands. It used to be Hands in the Dirt, but he changed it. Life as Hands. Now, Stacy is a pretty awesome gardener. He grows year-round. He has greenhouses, all this stuff, and he's pretty knowledgeable when it comes to plants and growing things, and he tries new things, and pretty interesting. He's another channel that's struggled to grow past 4,000 or 5,000. I may be wrong, but last I looked, I think he had 4,000 subscribers, somewhere in there. So he could use, you know, some viewers, and I've never met him personally. He's also a veteran, and, you know, just a man trying to get some extra work and do some extra things. And He had been, and I hadn't followed him in a while because he changed his name, I guess somehow. You know how that does when you change your name on YouTube. It just screws everything up. So he was searching for a new home, and he was going to all these homes and filming it, and that was really interesting. I don't know if he ended up buying one or not. I guess we'll have to head on over to his channel and check it out. So that's Stacy, Life as Hands. And the final one, now he's got quite a few subscribers, and he's got an episode on tonight, every Tuesday, yeah, and occasionally they'll do a Sunday one. If you like metal detecting, there's endless amount of metal detecting channels, but one of the biggest ones, one of the most entertaining ones, is Quarter Hoarder. And the guy's name is Jason. You got Dog Tag Doug, you got Musket Ball Matt. Now, every time he gets somebody new that starts with their little gang, you know, their metal detecting gang, he'll wait and he'll, I mean, great humor. Very funny guy. He'll, so if I went out there, okay, and I got a metal detector and I'm swinging, okay, if I found a ball and chain and I went somewhere else and I found another one, you know what he's going to do? He's going to call me Ball and Chain Mike. That's what he's going to do. Depends on what you find. Dog Tag Doug, he likes and collects dog tags, so he's got like 6 names. Yep. Check him out, Quarter Hoarder. Not only is it, you know, metal detecting, but they, you know, they kid around, have fun with each other. They got some good characters on there. Just a fun channel. I guess that's it. I didn't list as many as I did on yesterday's video. I'm going to put a link to yesterday's video on my other channel right up there. Go watch that too, because there's some good channels that I mentioned on that channel. And if you're not subscribed, hey, I missed one channel. I'm sorry. Hang on. I know that box ain't up there yet, is it? That's because I got one more channel. There's this really, really cool dude. I believe he lives in Arkansas. He bought this abandoned property, and over the last 11, 12 years, he has renovated it, cleared it full of junk. I mean, it was a mess. It was a mess. And he's a veteran, and you know, when he first bought the place, he was pretty much not able to do much. But over the years, he's turned his place in, and it's still ongoing. He still puts out videos, but he doesn't really show it no more because, well, he just don't. His name is Mike, and the channel's name is Ouachita Mountain Living. That link will also be with the others in the description. So if you don't know, I guess you don't know. Happy trails.